Ever had a week where you were on fire? You're reading books, hitting the gym, getting work done early. You feel unstoppable. And then, bam. Out of nowhere, it's like someone flipped the switch off. Suddenly, even brushing your teeth feels like climbing Mount Everest. You don't know what happened. Maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Maybe an invisible sleep demon kicked your soul in the ribs. Whatever the case, everything feels heavier. The gym? Too much effort. Work? Suddenly pointless. Even the things you used to enjoy, like reading or hanging with friends, feel like a chore. And now you're stuck in that dreaded place that we all know too well, the rut. The rut is sneaky. One skipped workout turns into a week of skipped workouts. One "I'll order pizza tonight" becomes 3 nights of takeout and half a bag of Doritos disappearing into the void. Then you're staring at Netflix asking yourself, why am I like this? But here's the truth. Everyone falls into ruts. It's not a personal failure. It's part of being human. What matters is how you climb out. And that's what I want to talk about today. 3 practical strategies I've used to pull myself out of those cycles of doing amazing, followed by doing absolutely nothing. The first strategy is what I call the do something principle. It sounds stupidly simple, because it is, but it's also stupidly powerful. The idea is that action doesn't always come from motivation. In fact, it's often the other way around. Motivation comes from action. You don't wait to feel inspired to take action. You take action, and then you feel inspired. Think about it. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth. You just do it. No hype video required. Those small automatic actions are the key. So if you're sitting there waiting for lightning to strike, don't. Just pick the tiniest possible thing you can do. Open a document and write 1 sentence. Put on workout clothes, even if you don't go to the gym. Wash 1 dish in the sink. It doesn't matter how small it is. What matters is you did something. That's the spark. And here's the funny part. Once you've done that one thing, your brain tricks itself into wanting to do more. Well, I already washed 1 plate. Might as well do the rest. Or, I already wrote 1 sentence. Might as well write a paragraph. Action breeds more action. That's the loop. Now, strategy 2 might sound a little cheesy, but stick with me. Reward yourself for small wins. Yeah, I know, it sounds like kindergarten. Good job, you tied your shoes, here's a sticker. But here's the science behind it. Your brain has 2 sides constantly negotiating. There's the logical, disciplined side, the one that says, let's be productive and change the world. And then there's the primal side, the one that says, no thanks, I'd rather eat snacks and scroll TikTok until 3 a.m. When you're in a rut, that primal side usually wins. So you can't just bully it into submission. You have to negotiate with it. If you force yourself too hard, your brain rebels, and suddenly you're back on the couch again. But if you reward yourself for progress, even tiny progress, your primal brain feels acknowledged. It's like saying, hey, thanks for cooperating. Here's a cookie. And then it's a little more willing to keep going. So yeah, reward yourself. Doesn't have to be a literal cookie, though honestly, cookies are great. It could be a short break, watching a funny video, calling a friend. The point is, positive reinforcement keeps your brain from staging a mutiny. That brings us to strategy 3, progressive overload. If you've ever lifted weights, you know the idea. You don't walk into the gym on day 1 and deadlift 400 pounds. You start light, you build gradually, and over time, you get stronger. Climbing out of a rut works the same way. Instead of trying to flip a switch and suddenly become ultra-productive again, focus on doing a little bit more each day. Day 1, maybe all you can manage is brushing your teeth and taking a shower. Cool. That's progress. Day 2, add something else, like cleaning your desk. Day 3, maybe you go for a 10-minute walk. It's not about being perfect. It's about building momentum slowly, so both sides of your brain, the logical and the primal, are on the same page. What you want to avoid is the yo-yo effect. You know the one. You wake up super motivated, clean your whole apartment, run 3 miles, answer 42 emails, and you're like, I'm back, baby. And then the next day you can't get out of bed because you burned yourself out in 24 hours. That's not sustainable. Small, steady progress is. And when you approach it that way, something cool happens. One day you look up and you're back in the groove. You're productive again, you're consistent again, and it doesn't feel like a battle anymore. That's the sweet spot. So if you're in a rut right now, remember these 3 things.
1. Just do something. Anything.
2. Reward yourself for small wins so your brain doesn't rebel. And 3. Use progressive overload to build momentum without burning out. It's not about avoiding ruts forever, because, trust me, they'll come back. It's about knowing how to climb out when they do. And hey, if you've got your own tricks for getting unstuck, drop them in the comments. Somebody scrolling through might need exactly what you figured out.